Have you ever wondered the highest tier gear you could forge by using all the items in your inventory? Or maybe just some, and what is the gold cost as well? If so, keep watching as I explain how to use a handy gear forge and cost calculator that I created. What's up everyone, EmParallax here, and before we dive into how to use the calculator, let's go over some key terms. First, we have material quantity, which is at the bottom left, and it's just how many resources you have to forge the specific piece of gear. Next is the forge quantity, which is basically the material quantity divided by 3. And lastly is the amount of gold it will take to create the said amount of gear. So let's dive right into how to use the Idle Heroes gear quantity and cost calculator. As you can see, I have it in 4 tabs: weapons, armor, boots, and accessories. So what you have to do is simple. You have the image of the item to be forged along with the price to forge one of those items. So say we have, all you have to do is basically input the material quantities that you have to forge each of these items. So let's say you're trying to make some 2-star yellow swords, and how many materials do you have, meaning a 1-star yellow sword, and how many of those 1-star yellow swords can get you into each piece of gear. So let's say I had 21 of those 1-star yellow swords. So that means you can forge 7 2-star yellow swords at 1,000 apiece, or 1,000 apiece will give you 7,000. As you can see, the calculator also goes and sees how many or what the max number and the highest tier gear you can make. So let's make this number a little higher to show you. So boom, it goes with 100 or 300 1-star yellow swords. You can make 1 green 2-star, and that's why it says you could say 1, but you have to actually look here to see what actually you can make. And here is the total cost for all the forges. Well, let's say you have a bunch of gear. So going over here, let's say if you look again to your screen, what is the material quantity to make, say, these 2-star purple swords? Well, let's say I have 30 of these. Well, it will update and add to the calculation. So meaning you can input as many gear material quantities as you want. So you could go here and say, oh, I have 6 here and 11 here. And as you can see, it will show you exactly what you can make, how much it's going to cost, and all of that. So I actually thought of this idea when I was driving in my car, and I was like, dang, really now the only way to level up my squad on my main server 42 was gear, celestial island, guild tech, stuff like that. And I was like trying to figure out like, oh, is it worth upgrading all this? How many could I get? And I was like, well, why don't I make a calculator? So that's kind of how to use it. If there's any questions or anything, or something bugs and doesn't work with the Google Drive, let me know. I think though for the most part you will have to download it or open it in Google Drive for it to work. But everyone, hope you guys enjoy, and EmParallax here, and remember, it's all about how you look at things.